Hi, welcome to our channel friends. In this video, we are going to discuss about plants making food and even some activities are covered in this video. Living beings need food to stay alive. Plants need food, but unlike animals, they do not eat food. Instead, they make their own food. A plant prepares its food in its green leaves. Now we will know about the parts of leaf. The flat, broad surface of the leaf is called the leaf blade. The tip is the leaf apex. The veins are small tubes that supply substances brought by the stem and branches to all parts of the leaf. The main veins which run along the center of the leaf is called midrib. And lastly, the petiole or the stalk of the leaf attaches the leaf blade to the stem. It helps in the supply of water and food similar to the stem. Hi friends, here you can observe two types of venation in leaves. Firstly, reticulate venation and second one is parallel venation. In reticulate venation, you can see the veins arrangement is irregular. Not so regular means they are not parallel. Here this is a midrib and these are other veins. They are not in a sequential form, means they are not in regular form. This is example of hibiscus plant leaf, and this is chili leaf, and this one is jasmine leaf. Here in parallel venation, the veins are arranged in a regular form. Like this you can see here, they are arranged in a parallel form. So this is called parallel venation. This is example of oleander leaf, this is sugarcane leaf, and this one is guava leaf. When you magnify a leaf, you can observe minute pores or openings called stomata. There are more stomata on the lower surface of the leaf than the upper surface. Air enters and leaves the leaf through these stomata, and water vapor is also released through these stomata. Now we shall perform an activity to show the presence of stomata in the leaves. For this activity, you need a leaf and a bowl of hot water. Now dip that leaf inside the hot water and observe what happens. You will find that air bubbles start coming out of the leaf. So we can conclude that these air bubbles represent the air spaces inside the leaf, which are known as stomata. The leaves of the plant lose water through the stomata in the form of water vapor. This process is known as transpiration. The advantages of transpiration include development of the plant body and absorption of water and minerals. Now we will know what is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a method through which plants make their own food. We shall study about 4 basic raw materials needed for photosynthesis. Sunlight plays a major role in process of photosynthesis. It provides energy requirements for the plants to make their own food. Carbon dioxide also plays an important role in the process of photosynthesis. It prepares sugar molecules or glucose and oxygen with the help of sunlight. Third important factor in this process is chlorophyll, which is also known as green pigment. It absorbs the energy from sunlight and uses it to combine carbon dioxide and water in the green leaves to produce food. Lastly, the water. It is one of the reactants in the photosynthesis. It provides the hydrogen needed to form glucose. Minerals such as compounds of nitrogen are also needed in this process. So now we can put the word equation of photosynthesis. As you can see the word equation here, when carbon dioxide reacts with water in the presence of light and chlorophyll, we get glucose and oxygen. You can also represent this equation by using chemical symbols. Now we shall know how animals and plants are dependent on each other. Green plants provide food to human beings and animals in the form of vegetables, fruits, nuts and grains. So animals cannot live without this food. Plants also release oxygen during the photosynthesis and freshen up the air. Oxygen is used for breathing by animals and human beings. When animals die, their dead remains mix in the soil and form important nutrients for the plants. So, you can see that plants and animals depend on each other in many ways.